Continuing story of Payton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, and Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie.
Saturday night, date night in Peyton Place. The tribal ritual of the young braves preparing for the weekly dances of courtship and mating.
Hello? Andrea? Yeah, he's here. Hold on a second. Norman, telephone.
For me? Who is it?
Andrea Nichols.
You sure it's for me? Hello?
Norman, I have a little problem. I thought maybe you could help me with it.
What's the problem?
It's the trigonometry homework.
Gee, Andrea, I don't know. I haven't been doing too good in trig lately.
Oh, I know, but maybe we could do each other some good.
Do you want to get together? I mean, before class?
Well, what's the matter with getting together right now?
Well, where? The library?
What's the matter with my house? Norman, are you there?
Yeah, well, I'll call you back, okay? How do you like that? Andrea Nichols. All of a sudden, all of a sudden. You put her up to it.
What are you talking about?
Sure, now I get it. She was #1 in your little black book. I mean, that's before Betty and Allison.
Now, wait a minute, Norman.
I'm waiting.
Okay. I thought maybe if I got you a date...
I'd be a man. Well, thanks a lot. Look, I'll go up by myself.
Hey, Norm, you know we're brothers.
I know that.
Okay, so you're bugged because I took Allison Mackenzie out last night. Oh, we had a perfectly good time. I mean that, a perfectly good time. She makes me feel good, Norm. Well, what do you think I am?
Normal, healthy, all-American small-town playboy.
Okay. Okay, we'll buy that definition. You tell me about Allison Mackenzie. I'll tell you, Norm, she's a girl. She's a very healthy, good-looking, American small-town girl. You put her on a pedestal, Norm.
And you're gonna take her down?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with Allison Mackenzie. I don't even know what I feel about Allison Mackenzie, but I do feel something, Norm. Didn't you?
Allison! Allison!
I brought your dress. I got there just as they were closing.
Oh, Mother, I don't know what I'd do without you. How could I have forgotten it? Did they get the spot out?
Like new.
Thanks, Mother.
Here you go.
How do I look?
You look lovely.
What's Uncle Matt cooking for dinner tonight?
Shrimp mandarin.
Sounds exotic. And taste? Exotic?
He phoned to ask if I had any soy sauce or curry powder. Where are you and Rodney going tonight?
Well, the Shoreline, I guess. That's where everyone goes. Of course, it all depends on Rodney.
Oh, I see.
Mother, I went out with Rodney last night, and I was perfectly sensible.
I'm only concerned because he's older and
2 years. Not even.
more experienced.
Mother, you can't bundle me up in some sort of antiseptic wrapping and then complain because I'm not experienced.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Well, I am. I'm still the Ice Queen.
That's not very funny.
No, I guess it isn't. It really isn't very funny at all.
will you? It's like a morgue around here. What do you want me to do? Send up the Marines?
Betty's dressing. She has a date.
Well, how come? I thought you'd broken up with Rod.
She has a date with Bud. I'll be right down, George.
Bud? What does a girl like her want with a bunch of little squirts? Bud?
Do they go with the dress?
They go with the dress.
All right, so Rod gave them to me. Maybe I haven't any pride. Maybe I'm all mixed up. But I can't help it.
There's a right way to do things and there's a wrong.
You always know the right way, Mother?
No. No, but going to the Shoreline with Bud, hoping to meet Rod, isn't the right way.
Who said that's what I'm doing?
Aren't you?
Yes, I am. Well, what's wrong with being where he is?
But you're not just being there.
Maybe he won't just be there either.
Betty.
Mother, I have to do something.
Call him again.
I can't say what I want to say on the telephone.
Can you say it at the Shoreline?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do or say. I just don't understand what's happened. Last night he went out with Allison Mackenzie.
How do you know?
Oh, there were plenty of girls who were just too eager to tell me.
When did he start seeing Allison?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't seem to know anything.
Betty, I wish you'd let me help you more.
What can you do?
Well, I could talk to Rodney's father.
Mother, I already think he's talked to Rod. That night that we went to the mill, Rod was in his father's office for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes seemed to change everything. Oh, I wish there were something you could do.
Well, I wish you'd go see Dr. Rossi.
No.
I'll go with you this time.
Mother, would you let me try to work things out for myself? Maybe if I'd talked to you earlier, but I didn't. Just let me try to help myself, please. Oh, I look a mess.
Would you answer the door, George? Betty, be right down.
Oh, boy.
Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Come in, boy. Come on. You're letting the flies in. Bud's here. You are Bud, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Hi. Funny thing about you kids, you all look alike to me.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Oh, you look like a beautiful doll. Doesn't she, boy?
Yes, sir.
Well, have a good time.
We will.
Have a good time, but get her home early.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because if you don't, you know what I'll do?
No, sir.
I'll come looking for you.
Don't pay any attention to him.
Julie, how about a can of beer?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's all right.
Well, don't you come down. I'll bring it up to you. Old George will be there. I'll only be a second. I want to have a little talk with you, honey.
The secret is in the ginger. You saute the vegetables lightly and then add the ginger.
And what about the soy sauce?
Later, much, much later. That's perfect. Just the way I learned to make it in Hong Kong. Rip, how do you like it?
I think Rip knows something.
That dog does not have an educated palate.
Well, I certainly did. After these Saturday nights you've been cooking, I've become very fussy.
I begin to worry about these Saturday night dinners, Connie.
Why?
You shouldn't be stuck here with me.
Oh, Matt, don't start that.
Look, if I'm family, I certainly have the right to give some advice. Do you want to hear it?
Well, maybe I could use some.
Allison is a very level-headed girl.
She's still a child in many ways.
Because you've kept her that way. Allison is almost 18. She can be trusted. She can be trusted to have a date with a Harrington boy or trusted to know the truth about her father.
Matt, please.
Aren't you trying to punish Allison for your mistake?
I don't want her to make the same one.
Your mother didn't want you to make a mistake either. She tried very hard to prevent it from happening. Even went so far as to give you visions of hell and damnation.
All right, Matt. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do with Allison. Shall I let her grow up like some of these other girls?
Allison is not any other girl. Allison is Allison. Remember that. Never forget that. Allison is not like any other girl. Now, why don't you try to let her live her own life and you try to have a life of your own?
I live a life of my own.
You have part of a life.
Oh, why did Michael Rossi have to come here, of all places?
I think you're lucky he came to Payton Place. See, he was your friend 18 years ago in that ward. He could become your friend here.
What are you driving at?
Oh, admit it, Connie. You're sick of seeing me bending over these pots and pans. You're sick of looking at my familiar face across a dining room table on these sterile Saturday nights. Now admit it, Connie, admit it.
Oh, yes, Matt, I'm tired.
You are sick and tired.
I'm sick and... Oh, Matt, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
You had to say it.
No, I'm sorry.
This may be our last Saturday night dinner.
Oh, Matt, no.
I mean our last regularly established, customary Saturday night dinner.
Aren't you assuming a lot about Michael Rossi? What makes you so certain I'll be spending my Saturday nights with him?
He asked you to have dinner with him.
He was new in town.
He still is.
Oh, and he was lonely. And I refused. And if he did ask, what would I say? I'm not sure, not really sure. Just what I think about Michael Rossi.
Well, thanks for working so late this evening, Miss Brooks.
Oh, I'm used to it. Remember, I used to keep Donald's hours with him. You must be hungry.
Yes, I'm going to go over to the inn and try the Blue Plate Special.
I'd ask you home, but,
Well, why don't you come and have dinner with me?
thank you. I'd like to, but I don't think I'd better.
Oh, Peyton Place, huh?
They do gossip.
Listen, you, think it'll be all right if I, walk you over to your car?
Well, I think we might get away with it. I don't sound like a prude, do I? I'm not. I'm just trying to, well, make you understand Peyton Place better. It's quite different from New York City.
And so far, I like those differences.
Don't you miss the city?
No, not yet. What is all this?
Founders Day Festival.
Well, I don't even know who founded New York.
It was Peter Stuyvesant, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't know. You're the New Yorker.
Well, you see, that's my point. You know who founded Peyton Place. Even I know that. Sam Payton.
But what do you know about him?
Well, let's see. Nothing.
Well, Doctor, he was a rebel, rebelling against the strict controls of the Bay Colony. He came here to live and worship as he pleased, but before long he was imposing his ideas on everybody else.
Well, what did they do?
Some moved away.
Well, I don't like to move around a lot. I like to stand my ground.
Dr. Rossi, I think I'm ready to risk a little gossip to have that Blue Plate Special.
Well, I think I'll risk the Blue Plate Special. Would you like a cheeseburger or something?
Fine.
How do you like it?
Medium rare.
Me too. Marge?
Hello, Rodney.
Meet Allison Mackenzie, Marge.
Hello. How do you do?
2 cheeseburgers, medium rare. Well, that Marge is really a character, isn't she?
Oh, yes. She's attractive.
She's strictly hands-off. That's what I've heard.
From her?
Are you looking for someone?
No, no one in particular, Bud.
Well, we can go someplace else if you'd rather.
No, I like it here, don't you?
As long as you like it, fine.
Come on, let's go inside.
I'm sorry.
My fault. That's it. That's it. You're getting it.
I hope so.
Hi, kids.
Hello, Betty.
Hi. Hey, Bud.
Hi, Rod.
Allison, you look sweet. Come on, Bud, here's a table.
Did I tell you I like that dress?
Oh, thank you.
What does your mother say?
About what?
Going out with me.
Well, she...
Oh, I know. Big warning sign. Disaster area.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
I make up my own mind about things.
I thought it was over.
I feel like dancing.
Don't you want anything to eat?
I said I feel like dancing. But come on, it's far too crowded. Let's go up there.
Oh, Betty.
Hey, where are those cheeseburgers?
We just ordered them.
Oh, yeah. those kids can really move, huh?
I noticed.
Hey, why don't I go work that jukebox, put on something we can dance to, huh?
All right.
I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Number 26.
Oh, Betty.
Please do it, Rod.
Okay.
That's ours.
Betty,
Remember when we played it in Blair?
I gotta get back.
Talk to me, Rod.
Allison's waiting.
So's Bud. Come on outside.
I can't.
I have something to tell you.
Oh, Betty, this is no use.
You don't know what I have to say, Rod. I'm going outside.
Betty, this is no good.
I keep thinking about you, Rod.
I think about you, too, but...
The radio, the song at your family's lodge. It was raining and you built a fire.
I remember. I remember everything.
I'll never forget it, Rod. I'll never be able to forget it. Rod, I have to talk to you.
Allison? Allison? Can I do something?
No, just leave me alone.
Rod! I've got something to tell you. Can't you listen to me?
Betty, I can't.
You've got to.
Don't push me, Betty, please. I'm sorry. Allison. Allison.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Kid me, Julie. You're not talking about yourself. You're talking about me, aren't you? I'm not crazy. You know, I can lose my temper and I can even hurt somebody, but I maybe have a reason. And the reason may be that you keep forgetting I'm your husband. Don't you that? I'm your husband.
Well, is there anything you want me to do?
I can't go back in there.
Do you want me to go get Bud?
No.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to go home.